Bah, du coup je vais vous faire un mini vlog parce qu'on est le 8 mars, donc je suis à Whitehall Place et je vais rejoindre la marche for women du 8 mars, donc pour les droits des femmes, etc. Bon bah les gars, je viens de me faire interviewer pour le Twitter du maire. Bon ça va, ça dit Cannes, c'est pas Boris Johnson, mais voilà. Bon, je viens d'apprendre apparemment Jérémy Corbyn serait là, donc affaire à suivre. Bah, du coup, pour prendre le dernier extrait que vous avez vu, je suis rentrée dans Corbyn, mais littéralement, je n'ai même pas vu qu'il était là. Je suis un génie!
We are now and unite.
This is a time for action. Are you with me? Are you with me? It is time for a revolution, my brothers and sisters. A revolution in our thinking, a revolution in our choices, and a revolution by action. And the first
Think your bones were made in an elsewhere place. How else does one explain this inconceivable strength that makes you? The way you look into danger's mouth and see no cemetery or death. Instead, carve your name into its teeth with a switchblade, defeat it so effortlessly, and throw your head back and laugh. Paradox girl, mighty woman, you are the thing that terrifies them. Both monster and maiden, both cure and poison. All of these things and at the same time human. Defined by no man. You are your own story. Blazing through the world, turning history into her story. And when they dare to tell you all the things you cannot be, you smile and tell them, I am both war and woman, and you cannot stop me.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. My goodness, this surname of mine has taken me on some rather weird and wonderful journeys. For example, being part of the opening ceremony of the London Olympics. Remember those days? And advising and having a cameo part in the film Suffragette. Please wave if you've seen that film. Those of you who haven't, you're really missing something. So being on a double-decker bus at Parliament Square in front of you all feels, well, almost normal. There ahead of us is the statue of the suffragist Millicent Fawcett. And just round the corner, the statue of my great-grandmother Emmeline. We are all linked to their struggles. By being here today, we are continuing the fight, showing that feminism is alive and well, and that the voice for change is loud and clear. We are still speaking truth to power to those in that building and beyond. This International Women's Day, we're focusing on the link between gender justice and climate justice. Both concepts are radical, both are necessary. One cannot be achieved without the other. I would argue that they are both of the moment, and combined they could and should define the latest wave of feminism. The fifth wave of feminism. You heard it here. Many of us will come to the link between gender justice and climate justice with different stories. In my case, I grew up in and have had a lifetime connected to Ethiopia. I have seen a whoop that came there for Ethiopia supporters. I have seen in Ethiopia and in other countries the burden of water collection on women and girls. The fact that millions of them still in the 21st century have to walk in search of water. They face compounding effects such as being late for school and exposure to violence, on top of the hard physical work of carrying jerrycans on their backs day in, day out. I have also seen the strength of women and girls, their ability to cope and their continued resilience in the face of cycles of drought and floods, emergencies that make the daily chores that much harder. However, I have also seen how, when it comes to real power, their influence over policies on natural resource management and on addressing environmental crises, women and girls are rarely at the political table. From the local to the global level, the world over, it is men who by and large are the political leaders, who are the policy makers, who are the engineers of solutions costed and put into place. Although young people, and young girls in particular, are calling for change, when it comes to places of power, women and girls are too easily ignored. Feminist strategies, alternatives to the dominant paradigm, are rarely thought about, let alone put into place.
That was Helen Pankhurst! So my name is Sadiq Khan. I am the Mayor of London, and unlike the President of the USA, I am a proud feminist and ally.
March for Women, prepare yourselves for the majestic voice of Emily Sunday!
Good afternoon, everybody. Happy International Women's Day. Thank you so much for being here. Please make some noise for one of our allies, Luca Faraone on guitar. Woo! So I'm just going to start with a song called You Are Not Alone, and here we go. Are you sick and tired of being lied to? Getting kind of bored of being ignored? Can't find the tribe that you belong to? Oh, my friend, you are not alone. Whenever you need it, just call, just call. 'Cause when shit gets too deep, when you start losing sleep, when you start thinking, no, I just can't stand it, remember you got me. Remember.
Speaking with you in this way, though I'm aware that this day is a day that you know more about than I. And all that we are here to celebrate, to call for, to protest, you know already.
Hello everybody, it's an absolute pleasure to be here with you all today to March for Women. So this year's march is about climate and gender justice, which may surprise you, but the two are actually inextricably linked. Climate change is not only a pressing ecological issue, Climate change is not only a pressing ecological issue.
My hands up in the air. I know I can count on you. Sometimes I feel like saying, Lord, I just don't care. You got the love I need to see me through.
Sometimes it seems the going is just too rough.
coup, je suis finalement rentrée chez moi après des petites courses. Donc, pour résumer ce que j'ai vu aujourd'hui, j'ai fait donc la marche for Women de Care. Les invités donc qui étaient là, on a eu Emily Sandé, Rai Lapsley, Ricky Wilson de Kaiser Chef, Goldie Rocks, le collectif Urban Voices. Je suis très déçue parce que Nicolas Couglan qui joue dans Derry Girls en fait était à quelques mètres de moi et j'ai pas capté que c'était elle. J'ai aussi réalisé un peu plus tard quand il est venu parler en fait que George Mackay était là. En fait je le connaissais pas du tout et quand il est arrivé, on attendait en fait que la marche commence et il pleuvait. Je cherchais un truc dans mon sac, j'avais mon parapluie à la main, je lui ai demandé de tenir mon parapluie. Donc George Mackay a tenu mon parapluie et moi je ne savais pas du tout qui c'était, donc je suis très maline. Sur les invités, donc il y a eu Nathalie Dormer, Lily Cole, Sandy Toksvig, George Mackay, Nicolas Couglan, Himesh Patel, Emma Barnett, Lucy Siegel, Sanjeev Bhaskar, Jessica Hines, Camilla Turlo, Nikita Gill, Bianca Jagger, Ellen Punkhurst qui a fait un discours magnifique que vous avez déjà vu du coup, Jude Kelly, Selena Nwulu, Madara Etiarachichi, désolée pour la prononciation, Sholamos Shombamimu, Hilda Flavia Nakaboye, le docteur Tamsin Edwards, Beauty Musewe et Scarlett Westbrook notamment. Scarlett Westbrook qui a 15 ans, qui est la plus jeune à avoir fait ses A-levels en sciences politiques de ce que j'ai compris. On a aussi eu un discours de monsieur Sadiq Khan, donc le maire de Londres. Je vais mettre des liens en dessous sur la sauce et les associations ou organisations en tout cas qui étaient là, à qui j'ai eu la chance de parler. C'est à peu près tout, donc pour moi ça a été une assez bonne journée, même si je me remets une très grosse grippe on va dire, parce que c'est à peu près passé, donc c'est peut-être pas le coronavirus. Voilà, lavez-vous les mains.